Guys, well, I'm back with another exciting beer review, and of course it's another known German pils. As I've said before, I'm in the period right now where I'm reviewing known German pilsners because I would like to make people find my channel, and I thought it could be a good idea to review known beers in the beginning of the channel where I am right now. Also, I thought that it could be an idea to have like parts, and at the moment I'm having a period where I review known German pilsners. After that there's gonna be very many different types of German beers, and both known and lesser known breweries. Anyway, the beer I'm having today is König Pilsener, and it looks like this, very classical label, quite known beer. It's a really great beer. Back label looks like that. It's from Duisburg, and it has 4.9 ABV. König Brauerei. And yeah, let's see what it says here on the bottle. König Brauerei Duisburg, nach dem Reinheitsgebot von 1516, gebraut mich mit Königshefe und deutschem Hopfen. Mit feinem deutschem Hopfen und gebraut mit Hefe aus den Kellern der König-Brauerei. And there's the website also to the brewery, which I will link to in the description box below, as always. As I said, this is a real big German classic pils. Also for me, who is a fan of auto racing, it's a legendary beer because it was the sponsor on the Mercedes 190E models that were raced in the DTM series, the Deutsche Tourenwagen Meisterschaft, which was the big car racing series in Germany. So König Pilsener was the sponsor of those Mercedes 190E, one of the teams. There are, since beer are so common in Germany, some other teams was also sponsored by other breweries. For example, the BMW M3 E30 was sponsored by Diebels Alt, which is a very interesting beer that I'm gonna review later in on my channel. It's a beer that I've never been drinking before, but I have it and I'm gonna review it in the future. Another BMW M3 E30 was sponsored by Warsteiner, which also is a very big pils that I'm gonna review in the future. Opel Calibra was sponsored by Hasseröder, another classic German pils that I'm gonna review in the future, of course. And Opel Vectra was sponsored by Paulaner, which I've reviewed before. I reviewed their Münchner Hell, and I'm gonna review their Weissbier in the future also. Anyway, so there are 5 in my head of those cars that were sponsored by breweries. Anyway, that was not what I'm gonna talk about right now. I'm gonna talk about the information and history of the brewery, of course, as always. The German König Brauerei was founded in 1858 by Theodor König, a farmer's son from the current Beck community outside Duisburg. Theodor König, should I pronounce it since it's German? From the very beginning, Pilsener beer was brewed, although the under-fermented lager beer was not yet very popular. With the industrialization in the Ruhr area, however, demand grew. In 1911, the König Pilsener brand was created. The beer, known for its bitter taste, was now further refined and eventually became much liked by the large, wide audience around Ruhr. Despite severe adversities during the World Wars and the Weimar Republic, König has come back and won beer lovers' favor. Since 1950, the beer began to be sold throughout Germany, and since the 1980s, it has been one of the top tier in the country. Many of the König Pilsener's slogans have become classic advertising history, such as König treu and Heute ein König. Heute ein König is something that I remember from when I look on YouTube video clips, advertisements of TV commercials from König Pilsener. The brewery also produces König Radler, a beverage with beer and lemon, as well as König alcohol-free. Alkoholfrei in German, of course. Since 2004, they have joined forces with the Bitburger Braugruppe and are today a leading beer company in Germany. The group also includes Köstritzer, Bitburger, Lischer and Wernesgrüner. It's the beers that I'm gonna review in the future. I haven't found Lischer yet, but I found the other ones. So I think I'm gonna find Lischer Pils also. König Brauerei was early in brewing Pilsners. Already from its inception in 1858, this is information I've already said I discovered. The new beer style was invested wholeheartedly, although it took several years before the hop flavor and the drier taste gained popularity. In 1911, the beer was first named König Pilsener, and since 1950s firmly belonged to the top tier in Germany in its style. One reason for the success is the high root strength of 11.3%, which makes it a so-called Vollbier in Germany. Normally, German Pilsner are slightly lower. König Pilsner's good taste has also achieved great fame and several awards internationally. It's the ability to brew a character beer with very nuanced Pilsner flavors that are often praised by beer connoisseurs. And a little bit about the fragrance and taste. Clear malt and hop aromas in the scent with hints of coarse bred herbs and citrus. Very nuanced taste, well balanced between fullness, freshness and bitter with hints of bread, freshly made hay and herbs. One school example of German Pilsner. That sounds of course very interesting for somebody like me who prefer German Pilsners more than anything else. And yeah, I think we should go over to the tasting part. The bottle, I've been showing it to you before in the beginning of the video. Very, very classical, very typical German Pils. Looks really good in my opinion. Label and the logo of König Pilsener. And yeah, let's open it up. And pour it up, of course. I'm satisfied with the pouring this time, actually. Everything at once and well produced head I managed to build up and so on. Anyway, nice pale color of it, I think, as you can see, just the way it should be. very very pale yellow color to its typical Pils Pils color, nice white head. Yeah, I can promise that already. It's gonna be great. Let's feel the aromas. That's interesting. Fresh, really. How should I say? It's not really like another German Pils that I can think of. It's fresh in a special way. But at least it has the German Pils aroma in it anyway, in some special way. But yeah, I'm just excited about trying it again. So let's taste it. Yeah, this is so great. It is a real bitter hops flavor. Yeah, this is amazing for a hops loving Pilsner guy as me. It has a bitterness that stays very long afterwards. I like to compare with Jever, since that's the beer which, in my opinion, of the ones I've tried, has the most highest amount of bitterness taste in its Pilsner. But this is quite close too. This is fantastic, absolutely amazing in my opinion, this beer. Yeah, so fresh, so well balanced, really great in every way. High quality of the ingredients, that's something I can feel. It's an absolute must to try this one, and big recommendation. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy, and I really understand why it has been so appreciated. It's a so common name. It's a real classic, among the biggest German Pilsners, I would say. This one definitely. Yeah, what more to say? It's great. It's unbelievable. I mean, I almost can't have enough words to mention how great I think it is. So this one, big recommendation for me. König Pilsener, which of course I shouldn't even have to mention that, but it means King's Pilsner. Yeah, but this one is really fantastic German Pils. There's no doubt about it. It's just amazing in its quality and its taste, and it has an amazing flavor. Real typical German Pils. Quite much of the hops flavor, as I said in the beginning. That's something that you're gonna notice also. I can promise you that hops flavor is very quite strong, but also real well balanced through the whole experience that really defines this Pils. yeah, it's a real pleasure to drink this one. I can promise that you're gonna enjoy it if you try it. So, thumbs up from me to König Pilsener. And see you tomorrow again with another classic German Pils.